Yep, that's me. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Let's smash that like button and subscribe. Always love that you guys are coming back to support. Please know that everything in the video is just sharing my story. It's just my opinion. It's not a financial advice, or am I a financial advisor? Please enjoy the video. All right, welcome back. I shared a little bit from last video, but I wanted to share full context of what was the interview about, because there's a lot of things that Coffeezilla made, has a lot of cuts in it. If you remember this guy, he's one of our admin in our Discord, as well as he kind of oversees it or work with Safe directly, and that's why he did the interview to kind of step it up for us. If you listen.
So this live burn wallet created by Brian Legend, he said that the reason he created it that way was the wallet had to be live. You couldn't actually create it if you can't rebase it if it's dead. And the question is that true?
It has come out that that is not true.
So the question is,
see how he just cuts it off, right? Today our crypto Kruelty, that's the guy that is got interviewed right there on this pic right here. He released his video and his full audio, and he kind of goes through it.
Chat thing.
So
But they are going straight from version 1 to
right there. So one more time.
give you some information about the whole safety and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering how we were on the same like base wallet. I know Brian's explanation is he's saying you can't rebase a dead wallet.
Yeah, that's it. So during the testing, now I would create the wallet, but he says that he does not. I believe him. I don't have any reason to doubt that. In version 2, the plan was to go ahead and update it, use a no address, but they are going straight from version 1 to blockchain.
So I don't know if you hear that. I know audio is a little off on that, but what he's saying is, yes, you're at beginning. He did tell him that yes, it is not true that you could replace on the dead wallet. But thing was, at the test stage of Safuu, when he was trying to launch, it was not working right on the test phase. And that's why they decided to do with the other wallet. But after it got live and they were testing it out and figure things out, and they found out that it could work. But they just have to figure it out. I believe. I'm not an engineer or anything like that or developer that I know everything about it. But like he says, because they found that out, they were thinking they were already in works to kind of change it over from when they were trying to launch for V2. But as you know, that changed too, right? They decided, you know what, let's fully force go on the blockchain, which means everything should be on one chain. Doesn't matter what happens from there. When that happens, of course, I believe it should be moving to that wallet as well, since it'll be under the control over Safuu protocol itself on the whole blockchain. So it should be a lot easier to make that. Because if I don't know if you heard the AMA kind of thing with all the YouTuber last night, Brian was telling basically his goal is to make a blockchain that already rebases. So if you hold the blockchain and being a holder of Safuu, everything should be replacing no matter what. So that's kind of what his goals are. So that means any dead wallet should already rebasing anyways. So it shouldn't be anything hard for him to do once that actually happens. And as you know, that timeline, they're shooting for next year, July. But I know the other AMA with his core team, he kind of said they're going to try to push for even earlier if possible. It is not something goes popped out and that's it, but they are trying to push it faster and faster because they understand, you know, that will create more sustainability for Safuu itself. So they're working hard and putting a lot of money into it because it does take a lot of money. And that's why doesn't make sense. He's rugging because he's putting a lot more of his money to develop things right now. Because safety self, even treasury self, he's at 1 or 4 million because the price went up a little bit. It's a 4 million, even with the insurance fund, it's 6 million. All this, it's not gonna still be enough to make full blockchain, is what they're saying, because it takes a lot more to keep creating that. And it's not like he cannot drain all the asset to just make a blockchain. So there he's putting, little by little, keep putting his things in. He's going all in on the project, and there is no reason for him to take it. And if you really wanted to, another thing Coffeezilla didn't really say, right? He's focusing on Fire Pit and all this. Yes, this is big money, but this itself is questionable if you can control or not. When these money right here, 1, 2, 3, all together is under his control, right? Pool is locked. However, can he really get it? Of course, right? If he wanted to. And market value, the treasury, yes, definitely he has access to it. Insurance fund, yes, they have access to it, because that's what creates, payments, and that's where the fund come for any of the buybacks and things like that. So he should have already took it if he really wanted to. And the Coffeezilla also was saying about slow rugging. I don't know how much of crypto he knows, but rugging means taking the money and run, right? So if you wanted to slow rug, that means he will have to even take out even a little bit of it. We don't even see that, right? In the Fire Pit, I remember 2 videos ago, I shared the address. There was nothing going out from it. It's keep building, and it, because of the last FUD right now, I saw this starting at like 16.5, I think, is when the start of dips started, and then now it's got full up all the way to 17.67, which means almost 18%. Brian actually shoot it for 18% end of the year, but we got to it within 3 months, right? So this will help in long run. By end of year, this will means the circular supply itself will be so much smaller that it should push the prices up of the Safuu, because of the limitation, right? Less of supply means more event, which means more in the price section. So we want to see that coming up as we go. Another thing that we saw or we heard a little bit.
Wait, so you are saying that he was wrong when he said, I'll start recording because I want to make sure I understand this. I would have provided it to you anyways if you'd asked first. And then I always,
that there is some very ambitious plans. Already rugged it at the all-time high.
you don't think he makes more by slowly drawing it out?
Going to run because it's not. I am on the team. I am an admin of the I am on the team. I am an admin of the project, and I can see from firsthand everything that's coming together. So I don't have any indication that there's anything different.
Okay. All right. Great. I think that that helps kind of understand where you're coming from. I
Can I ask why you reached out?
Yeah, I reached out about because I know wallet or a dead wallet.
The question I had at that time was that a commentary base,
Sure. But don't you think that gives some credibility to sort of delisting them and
his past previous high-risk club and the whole going back to Sergey,
millions of dollars that should be under some kind of either a contract or something to right.
that would be a concern for me as well if I was just looking at this project. I'm not going to put myself through that.
Right. I mean, in some ways, though, like, do you think that going through these past experiences has better prepared you for
people like pop off red flags?
doing the shady stuff he's doing with like the burn addresses. I mean, they're gonna run eventually. But you know what? Whether it's slow or effective,
If it succeeds, it succeeds. You know, having issues, especially with the market.
ready to actually like talk about it. So you know, we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll leave it there. We'll see.
I would appreciate it.
What's that mean?
That means like, sure, thinking.
Well, presenting facts and presenting a story is different from just like, it's not like if I just talk about any project, all of a sudden. No, the point is that anything I say during my video might get views, but ultimately people are going to decide what.
That would be pretty damn unfortunate. Yeah, the AMAs and videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to look at it? They agree with that, but that's not the plan. Like, have you? But that's not the plan here. Like, have you had a chance to look at any of his AMAs, his videos on YouTube?
Yeah, I've been watching them. Yeah.
So there is a decent amount of money being put into this protocol to the safety racing, the airlines, Satoshi Island headquarters, blockchain.
Airlines and Satoshi Island. You're kidding.
I am not kidding.
You believe that's going to happen, huh?
I do.
So if you can hear that, he basically, when he was asked about AMA, he said he watched it all, but you can tell that he didn't, because all the news, even the recent news, is he doesn't know about it, right? Like Discovery, the airplane or airline, as well as the racing team, and also the Satoshi Island, all those things, those are actually old news for us. But for him, it's new because he didn't really do the full research. He wanted to get the one little things that he can catch and try to get the most out of that to get the views in and kind of give the fun around, right? And he's not, he's basically trying to defame what Safe is. And there's a big easy hold for it because Brian is upfront, right? He's being doxxed. He told about it already, and there's a lot of fun video from before when he was launching. All those things kind of gave him the ground to start off. That's why he actually jumped in, is what I believe. However, if you watched any of the AMAs and so on, you should know that it's already been better. If you see the chart action, it's been recovering slowly, but it's coming up little by little. I know we hit very low at $49. Now it's coming back to 71. My guess is this gonna keep going up. Yes, there will be some actions here, at least to, I don't want to say like 170, but like 110, 120. I can see that within the end of the month. And of course, I'm in it for long run, and I keep buying in. If you remember the last video, I was a little less, I bought in like 0.5 more Safuu, so I'm at almost to 7. Probably with the rebase, I should be at 7 probably end of the week. Right now it's at 71, so my kind of value is at almost 500, and that's hitting about 300 to 400,000 by February of next year. Let's say if the price goes up to 120, I can double that, right? So I know it's gonna get up there soon, and I'm gonna keep buying in at this lower price, because under 100 for Safuu, that's bargain. You should try to buy it, because that's close to when the Safe was launching. So I'm gonna keep trying to buy the dip and try to build it real much as I can before it goes up, and try to hit that. I'm hoping to hit 10 to 15 Safe by end of the month, and maybe even more, since I hope to get that airdrop from the contest this month, and maybe try to get the Tesla Model S. So I hope you guys are doing your research and getting into these projects. I'm really bullish on Safuu just because I see what's happening, right? If you want to check out what the AMA last night was. There you go. So Crypto Talks is the AMA from last night. And we had, I believe it's about there. And you see that Brian jumped in. There's a bunch of YouTubers kind of talked about it. They talked about all about what their journey were and things like that. And I shared the story. It's really good information to kind of look after. So I hope you guys will watch this. And I'll link down for the recording as well, so you guys can do your own research. There's phone calls, so I'll probably have to go now. So I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you very much.